these are the cards that I was dealt. I didn't deal them to myself, and I can't change the cards that I were dealt. But with the right attitude, I can change my circumstances, and I can change my situation with my attitude.
I thought that I needed glasses, so I went in to the ophthalmologist for glasses, and within 5 minutes he told me that I didn't need glasses, I needed medication for glaucoma, and it was a stunning situation for me. At first I didn't want to be seen, using the cane. And ironically, I now say that next to my husband, my white cane is my very best friend, because it has opened the world for me. It's been my road to independence is using that cane. The other thing that I've done quite a bit of is the computer work at the center. And they have taught me how to use the computer using keystrokes as opposed to the mouse. And there is specialized computer software called ZoomText that I've become rather proficient at. I felt that I knew enough about ZoomText that I could show other visually impaired people if they were interested. So I currently have 2 students, and it's going very well. It's been a learning process for me. I've developed a lesson plan, and my students are happy, and I'm happy. I travel. I have traveled to New York City on my own and met my husband, checked into the hotel, met my husband. He stayed for a conference. I flew home on my own. I could not have done that without the mobility training. This has given me the confidence.
Well, I could no longer get to the grocery store. The kids were gone. That meant my driver's gone. There'd be times that I would wait for a week to get a ride to town. That's one of the things I love about here. I can get a bus. I may have to wait 15 minutes, and if it doesn't come right away, that's okay. It's only 15 more minutes for another one. I don't have to wait a week, and I can take care of my own self. I can get around. With the commission, they taught me how to get around. I got cane skills. They taught me how to use my cane, how to navigate the sidewalk, people, traffic, getting around in the store, getting around the mall. We work for Freightliner. We make a lot of parts and pieces for their trucks that they make right here. And one of the things that we do is making these little curtain railing for the curtains, which separates the cab from the driver. Those little curtains that just give you a little privacy or whatnot. Well, they're all on little rails, and the rails have to be riveted in, and they're all different sizes and shapes, and so they come in these long strips, and my job would be cutting them into the right sizes, and then package them up and get them over to the next person who bends them, and the next person, you just go down the line. And I don't have to stay at that one spot at all times. I can graduate and go on to take other different jobs. You don't get tired of it. And the guys treat me really well, and I enjoy being active, and I really like the part about being active is I'm also using it as my workout. We're racers. We race far, and we've gone far. We made it all the way up from Blind Ambition, and I made it all the way to the World Championship. That was held in Germany, Berlin, Germany. And I made it on this team, Wasabi team, and I had to try out just like everybody else. There was time trials, there was erg trials, there was running, and there were all these we had to paddle a little boat by ourselves. Everything was measured. And it wasn't by what you could see, it's by what you could do, your performance. You had to earn your seat. They wasn't going to give it to you. I was just really proud to be one of those to show others there are things that we can do, and there's no limitation. The only limitation is what we put on ourselves. It's okay to be blind. I mean, not necessarily look at me, but I can do what you can do.
From serious endeavors to simple pleasures, the Oregon Commission for the Blind teaches that there are few things a blind person cannot do. traveling, playing sports, reading books, climbing the corporate ladder, or being a successful entrepreneur. All this and more is possible. Thomas Hardy wrote, "There is a condition worse than blindness, and that is seeing something that isn't there. And by removing the blind spot and cutting through the noise of life, Oregonians will see possibility where they once saw limitations. They will see the blind as what they are, simply people."